I'm here with the lady, the myth, the legend, the famous Miss Anny, the founder of Ogilvy, yes?
Yes.
Miss Anny, how are you doing?
KP, I'm actually very good. It's been a long road to where we are today, and it's actually quite exciting to sit here and talk about my extra baby. My children used to say, you first have Ogilvy and then you have 4 children. It was like, okay.
So I actually wanted to ask if you could take us back to the beginning in 1997. What prompted you to start, obviously, your first baby, the agency, and then Ogilvy Namibia?
Okay, well, my journey actually starts a little bit before that. I started Creative Workshop, which became the Saatchi agency in Namibia. And we launched the Namibia dollar in 1993. And then I sold that business, and I had my last 2 children, and then I started the agency. And at the time, Ogilvy in South Africa was just going from strength to strength. They were managed by Robin Putter, and he was absolutely brilliant in what he did. And Ogilvy was Agency of the Year many years in a row, and they were the most creative agency, and they were everything that we wanted to be. So I started pursuing alignment with Ogilvy in South Africa. And in 97, we actually signed it, and we became the Ogilvy representative in Namibia.
As the agency?
As the agency.
Okay.
And then I said, no, I don't want to be a representative. I want to be part of the Ogilvy brand. So I want to use the brand name. And they then said, then they need to have equity in the business. So they bought some equity in the business, a small percentage, and we could start operating under the name Ogilvy.
As Ogilvy Namibia.
As Ogilvy Namibia.
And then the rest, they say, is history.
Yeah, the rest
the
is
present.
history. We were part of the Ogilvy Africa network, which was absolutely fantastic. So we had many directors all over Africa, and we had once a year, we had a fantastic conference where we all got together. We shared ideas and we shared experiences, African experiences, because it's different to the rest of the world. You know, I mean, our continent is completely different. So that was quite amazing.
Okay, now, going down that journey, obviously there had to be some challenges that you faced, or some hurdles. So what are some challenges that you faced and overcame that you think made you and the company stronger?
I think the biggest challenge, and it's a challenge that we still have in the Namibian market, is talent and identifying talent and finding talent, you know. And the other big problem that we have is the lack of appreciation for marketing. You know, clients do marketing, but it's almost a grudge purchase. You know, we have to do marketing, so we'll put the lowest budget towards marketing and we hope it works. And, you know, what's your return and where's the return on our investment? So it's a process. It's always been an educational process to make clients understand that if people don't know about you, they can't support you. You know, so the biggest thing in our industry is that clients need to value our services. All of us. I mean, our suppliers, all of us.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, you know, they say, like during COVID, they were saying when money is low, the first thing to be cut is the marketing budget. So I can hear 100% what you're saying. So on that road, if you could give advice to, let's say, someone entering the marketing space, maybe not necessarily starting their own agency, but looking toward a bigger picture like that, what advice would you give to that person, maybe just entering marketing, let's say fresh out of university or something like this?
I enjoy the youngsters. I mean, they all come here with bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and they think it's a glamorous industry and things are going to happen. But it's not. It's hard work, you know. So if you want to be in this industry, you've got to learn to, first of all, juggle many balls. You need to be well versed in most industries. So if an engineer comes to talk to you, you need to understand the engineering profession. or the telecommunications profession or the banking industry. I mean, it's all vastly different, you know. FMCGs are different to banking and. So you need to have a broad general knowledge, and you need to be able to apply common sense, I think. You know, that's a thing that's often missing, because people think pretty pictures is going to sell the job, is going to do the job. It's not. You know, common sense. Who are we talking to? Will these people understand that and not that? And, you know, if you talk to that guy, is it the same as talking to that guy? Because this guy might believe something completely different to this guy. So you've got to have common sense.
So marketing is a hat that has many other hats under it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So looking around, I can see a lot of art. So, and we spoke earlier, and you said you actually have an arts background. So I wanted to ask you, Ogilvy being the innovative brand that it is, and we see so many different things and different type of campaigns coming out. If you could describe Ogilvy as a painter, as a famous painter, either local or international, who would it be?
You know, I gave that question a lot of thought, and I think there's only one artist that I would like to compare this company to, and that's Leonardo da Vinci. I mean, he was not only a painter, he was a sculptor, he was an engineer, he was an anatomist, he was a botanist, he was just everything, and he was so far ahead of his time. I mean, his engineering designs was used to develop the parachute, the tank, the helicopter. I mean, he painted the Mona Lisa, which is one of the most famous paintings of the world. And he was just an unbelievably gentle, kind man. People just loved him. And he was, as far as I'm concerned, his values is everything that Ogilvy is. You know, we try to be fair and kind. We try to be honest. We try to be trustworthy. We believe in transparency. So all of those things is Leonardo da Vinci embodied. You know?
And the company version of Leonardo.
Yes, if I can, if I may.
Actually, something I was asked that probably wasn't on the brief, but I thought to myself, if I ever get to sit with the left and the leisure, I have to ask.
Okay.
Is Ogilvy now, is this what you thought it would be? Or did you think that it would come this far? And do you still see room for growth?
Absolutely. There's, you know, to start with, when we started Ogilvy, for me it was just like, it's going to be like the international companies. It's going to go all the way. That's where I wanted to pitch it. And the interesting thing about our industry is it changes all the time. So it's very difficult. I mean, I did a digital marketing diploma 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It's a 2-year diploma, and I loved it. But if you put me against Daisy today, I know nothing, you know, because the information changed so fast. Everything changes so fast that we have specialists in every little part of every little thing, and that's why we use so many freelancers, because that works. You can't have all the knowledge. But if you start outsourcing it and you bring all this expertise into this room, then suddenly you are a master. And that's where I see it going, you know. And that's why we changed our business model. In 2017, we changed the business model, and we decided that having 10 creatives on board is actually not doing the trick. Now we're working with 65 plus creatives all over the world, and we get all these various inputs, and suddenly the work that comes out is completely different. There's a different perspective on every part of everything that we do. And it's exciting.
That's really, I actually didn't know that. As you guys changed the business model.
Yes, we changed the business model, and in the process, I think, KP, what happened is we started little freelance pockets, and those freelance pockets all started their own little businesses, and suddenly there's a entrepreneurial move that's initiated by Ogilvy, and that creates so much more in the creative industry in Namibia. So it's very exciting. And the team at the bottom here, I mean, they're running the show. I sit here and I fiddle a bit and I guide a bit and I strategize a bit. But the team down there is just absolutely brilliant. You know, they have the same vision and we move in the same direction. And it makes a difference.
Thank you so much, Anny. And you see, I don't want to take you from your super busy day, but it was so nice sitting with you and finally getting to meet you and to pick your brain a little bit.
Same here, KP. It's nice to actually chat to you, finally.
Thank you for your time.
I'm Anny Mouton. I am the founder of Ogilvy. I started Ogilvy in 1996, and I'm very happy to sit here today and see the growth of my fifth child, or is it my first child? I'm not 100% sure, but yes, it's very exciting, and I really hope that going forward, there's going to be a lot of exciting things coming for Ogilvy